Hello dear viewers, this is Arcaedon, coming at you with a new video series. Since 2017, I've been making countdown videos for my favorite video games, TV shows, and movies of the year. And earlier this year, I did something a little bit different by combining those mediums into a single countdown of my favorite media texts of 2022. I'll be doing this for 2023 as well, but I'm changing the format for 2024 and onwards. Introducing Media Thread. You might have seen people on Twitter, or X I suppose, make threads about media texts they've been experiencing throughout a whole year. I've sort of been making media threads myself since 2022 to keep track of what I've experienced and how I rank them, but I haven't made them public, although I have been using these lists to figure out my picks for the media text countdowns. This new video series is basically that, but instead of making a single countdown video with multiple entries, I'll be dedicating a video to each of my favorite media texts of the year as I experience them. I'll still be ranking them, but I won't cover them according to their ranking order, and the full list won't be available until the last Media Thread 2024 video, as I'll be revealing how I rank them at the end of each video. When I'm done with Media Thread 2024, a new ranking starts in Media Thread 2025, and when that's over, I move on to Media Thread 2026, and after that, you get the idea. The main reason for this change is to alleviate my channel's inactivity. Not that this will lead to more content necessarily, but at least more frequent uploads. This also ensures that I'll be covering these media texts earlier and while they're more relevant, instead of spending lots of time and procrastinating on a long singular video that gets posted a year or two later. Not to say that I'll get these videos out immediately, but it encourages me to get them out faster, especially since I don't have to wait for my other favorites to release and figure out the whole ranking first. That said, I probably won't make a video about a favorite media text until I've finished it, which isn't a problem for movies I can watch in one sitting, but I tend to spend a while playing a video game, and TV shows tend to air for some months. By the way, I'm only mentioning these three mediums, but that's not to say I can't include other mediums like books or music. In fact, the best candidate that didn't qualify for Media Thread 2024 was a Tenacious D concert I attended at Oslo Spektrum. Sorry Jack Black, I love you, but you didn't quite make it. Maybe Kung Fu Panda 4 will... oh, never mind. I shall now answer some questions you might have about this new format. Feel free to ask other questions if there's something else you're wondering about. Why have I waited until halfway into the year to reveal this video series? That's because I didn't experience a media text I enjoy enough to put on my favorites list until recently, which is the one I'll kickstart the series with. I have quite enjoyed stuff like Dune Part 2, Invincible Season 2 Part 2, and Frieren Beyond Journey's End, but not enough for any of them to qualify. How do I know what qualifies as a favorite? First of all, I need to have experienced the media text for the first time within the year. Whether it got released within the year or outside of it doesn't matter. As for how I determine whether a media text is a favorite, I basically use my number 15 of the 2022 list as a benchmark, which was the great animated movie Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's a relatively high bar that might be difficult to reach, but I don't have to enjoy a media text as much in order for it to qualify, as long as it comes close. What if just a single media text qualifies for a year, or none whatsoever? Then I simply won't do a ranking, or I won't even make a media thread video for that year. I'd say the potential lack of candidates is another strong argument for why this format works better than countdown videos, as those rely on multiple entries to exist, preferably an amount times 5, whereas I'm not bound by any number with a media thread format. Why am I uploading 2024 stuff before my favorite media texts of 2023? That's because that video is nowhere near finished, and if I continue to release these things chronologically, I'll keep being far behind schedule, which simply isn't sustainable. I'll mark different topics distinctively so you'll know which is which, and the chronology should become normal eventually. That's all I have to say about this new video series for now. I hope you look forward to Media Thread and the first entry to kickstart it in an upcoming video. Can you guess what that media text is? You'll gain cool points if you do. As a hint, it got released within 2024. I'm Arcaedon, and hopefully, you'll see me next time!